Hello, I'm Brian Fox. Welcome to I Hate Rock Music. And so I did a video last week on Tom Hazelmeyer's incredible Minneapolis Aggro-Punk band, Halo Flies. But Tom Hazelmeyer also had another trio that has a lot of kinship to Halo Flies, and I thought I'd do a separate video on them because they are a separate band. And it's a band called GEARJAMMER, and it's Bill Hobson from Killdozer, Frank Thorpe from Like Hell, and Tom Hazelmeyer, Halo Flies. And he did this little side project along with another side project, Pogo the Clown, which has shares some members. But they came out in 1991 with a single called Two Tons of Chrome. And I remember going to the record store, and I bought the GEARJAMMER single just because it was on Amphetamine and Reptile and it looked cool. And I took it home and was blown away. It kind of reminded me of more of a boogie band than Halo Flies. And then in 1994, they released another EP, Horsepower 2000. And so we've got 5 songs from this band, GEARJAMMER, and it's great stuff. Um, two Tons of Chrome kind of reminds me of Halo Flies is kind of a boogie band because it actually sounds kind of bluesy in a way, but incredible tune. And of course, Hazelmeyer sounds great on vocals and is a total killer on guitar. And these tracks demonstrate that yet again. And when you get into the Horsepower 2000 1994, it definitely sounds more akin to Halo Flies. So in a lot of ways, to me, it's just another version of Halo Flies. And when I read the interview with Tom Hazelmeyer, he talks about the fact that the band basically existed for about 10 minutes and that he enjoyed it, but it made him long for the rhythm section from Halo Flies. You can't really tell that from the record. I think it does sound a lot like Halo Flies, and well, it should be with Tom Hazelmeyer singing and playing guitar. And it has similar gyrations to what you would find with Halo Flies, but it has a slightly different bit of flavor that makes it a great addition to the Hazelmeyer catalog. And so I decided I would do a video on them as a separate band because he considered it a separate band, and so do I. But what a great side project. And I could have mentioned it in the Halo Flies video, but I think it's an entity that stands on its own. And I'll put the links below to their 245s, and you can check them out. If you're a Halo Flies fan, you probably already know about them. And if you're a Halo Flies fan and you don't know about them, you're in for a big fucking treat because, like all of Hazelmeyer's stuff, it's totally wonderful, incredible, frenzied guitar playing, and his impassioned punk howl. I'm not sure how else to describe it, but great stuff, great band. Once again, it's too bad that it didn't gel enough for them to do a complete album. But of course, as we know with Tom Hazelmeyer and Halo Flies, they didn't put out albums; they put out singles. But maybe as a side project, he could have put out a whole album. And I'll tell you what, I'd totally be into a whole album of GEARJAMMER materials. And if you do a Google search, unfortunately, I think you're going to turn up a Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers album. And but there's an actual band, GEARJAMMER, and they're fucking cool. So check them out. If you haven't heard them and you like Halo of Flies, you're in for a big treat. I'm Brian Fox. Thanks for watching I Hate Rock Music.